And Ukraine has said that it is ready to hold more talks with Russia in Istanbul next week, but has reiterated its demand that Moscow supply a document setting out its conditions for peace. A top advisor to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky released a statement after Russia said earlier that Moscow was still awaiting Ukraine's response to the offer for new talks on Monday in the Turkish city. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Kyiv has not yet received a memorandum which would set out the contours of a peace accord, including the timing of a ceasefire.
Even the so-called memorandum they promised and seemingly prepared for more than a week has still not been seen by anyone. Ukraine didn't get it. Our partners didn't get it. Even Turkey, which was hosting the first meeting, didn't get the new agenda.
Zelensky said that Russia was doing everything they can to make the meetings empty, and this is another reason why there must be sufficient sanctions and sufficient pressure on Russia. Moscow has offered to hold a second round of direct talks in Istanbul on the 2nd of June, when it said it would present a memorandum outlining its conditions for a long-term peace settlement. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that Kyiv's demand to hand over its memorandum was non-constructive.
That's why Russia has suggested to meet in Istanbul on Monday and start discussing these projects. Demanding that we hand over the memorandum immediately or slowly is unconstructive.
Meanwhile, the United States again warned that it could withdraw from mediation efforts and impose sanctions on Russia, as the United Nations said that hopes for peace in the 3-year-old war were barely alive.
Russia makes the wrong decision to continue this catastrophic war, the United States will have to consider stepping back from our negotiation efforts to end this conflict.
Now, the White House said that the U.S. president hopes for a direct meeting between Russia and Ukraine in Istanbul on Monday.
And the president has been clear from the very beginning of this conflict that he wants to see this conflict solved on the negotiating table, not on the battlefield. And he's told that to both leaders, again, both publicly and privately. So hopefully next week it will move the ball forward in this.
While diplomatic efforts to end the war have gained pace in recent months, Russia has maintained an intense bombardment of Ukraine and rebuffed calls for an immediate ceasefire. On Thursday, local authorities in Ukraine said Russia had fired 90 drones overnight. At least 7 people were killed in drone, missile and artillery strikes across 5 frontline Ukrainian regions. Russia said it had repelled 48 Ukrainian drones overnight, including 3 near Moscow. In a statement posted on social media, Russia's defense ministry said its army had captured the village of Stroivka in Ukraine's northeastern Kharkiv region, as well as Nativka and Shevchenko-Pershe in Donetsk region. On the other hand, Ukrainian drones launched a nighttime attack on Russia's western Kursk region, damaging a hospital and apartment buildings and injuring at least 1 person. The regional governor reported fresh fighting in villages near the border where Russia has been seizing territory.